Have you taken the time to reflect on 2023 and check in with yourself on goals for 2024 and beyond? In today's episode, I share my reflections from 2023 and my endeavors scheduled for 2024.
Hello, friends. This is Lynn Schulte, and you are listening to the Birth Healing Summit podcast. We are here for meaningful conversations that will transform the way you work with pregnant and postpartum clients. Whether it is a new perspective, tool, or technique, you'll be able to implement it into your practice today. I invite you to sit back, listen with an open mind, and grab the golden nugget today's guest has to offer. Now let's get started.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode. Today, I thought I would do something fun and kind of share with you a reflection of my 2023 and also tell you about some of the intentions I have for the Institute for 2024. And I would like to start off by saying that this past year has been a very challenging, but really good one too. And I've learned a lot. It's usually with the challenges that we grow more, and I definitely had that this year for sure. I did my ninth Birth Healing Summit in April of 23. We had 20 interviewers that were awesome, I thought. Rachel Shapiro joined us again. She and I think we talked about the round ligament this year. I'm trying to remember. It's been so long ago. But all of her interviews are so amazing, and I just learned so much in talking and discussing with Rachel. And Diane Lee was on board this past year. We just had some really good education that comes out of me doing these interviews. I always try to strive to make sure that each and every interview has some actionable steps that you can put into your practice right away. I know that doing these interviews over the past 9 years has been super influential in my success in my practice and just understanding how to work with the body in this way. I really noticed it when I went to the OTs and Pelvic Health Summit in August this past year, when someone was talking about a topic that I've done multiple interviews through the summit on this topic. And as I was listening to their presentation, I was like, oh, she forgot to talk about this and she forgot to talk about this, or she didn't know to add it to her talk. And it just really helped me to see that there's such value in these interviews that I'm doing. And when you listen to them, they really do transform the way that you're practicing with your clients and the amount of information that you're able to share. And what I do actually is different because of what I've learned in doing these interviews. So I was kind of shocked and surprised by that a little bit, I guess, which is interesting because I've been doing this for so long. And I just didn't fully comprehend the impact of all those interviews have had on my knowledge base. And I'm super, super grateful for it. And I was also super grateful to run into so many people at Pelvicon this past year in September in Atlanta, and just to hear from the students who listen into the Birth Healing Summit each year and how much value they find in these interviews and how grateful everybody was. So I really appreciated the interaction with everybody and hearing from you about that. Moving forward, next year, the Birth Healing Summit is going to, for the very first time, is going to have the focus of pregnancy and labor. And I've never tackled this topic before, and I'm super excited to share the interviews with you come April again. The summit next year will no longer be free. My team and I put in lots and lots and lots of hours putting this all together. And while it's been fun to be able to offer that for free in the past, I'm choosing moving forward that there will be a paid limited time engagement with the videos instead of offering that for free. That is my intention for this coming summit. It will not be anything more than what you've paid in the past. And so I hope that that will not stop you from engaging with the Birth Healing Summit next year. The interviews are going to be just as packed with golden nuggets and great information that can really transform your practice. So I will look forward to having everybody join in the Birth Healing Summit in May or of April, sorry, in April of next year. Um, Another thing that happened to me this past year, which was super influential, is that I actually had to fire 3 people. And I had to say running a business is no easy task. And when you run 2 of them, it doubles the amount of challenges and struggles that you have to go through. And there is no avoiding them when you run a business and you're working with other people. And I was super grateful for the people that got me to where I am today, or when I made this decision earlier this year. And I just was noticing that our results weren't the same, and I wasn't getting to where I wanted to go. And so I knew I needed to make some big changes. And it was super challenging for me, but I have to say it was the best thing that I did. And so I find that the harder the challenge, the more upswing there is afterwards, or more benefit in the long run. And I am just absolutely pleased with the support I have. I'm thrilled with the support that I have in running the Institute for Birth Healing and the direction that we're going, and all the amazing changes that I've been making this year and will continue into next year, which I'll tell you about. So I want to let you know that running this business and doing this work and trying to and getting this work out into the world is it's not always easy, and it takes a lot of strength and determination to make the hard decisions to move this work forward into getting it out into the world. And it's been a hard year for me, for sure, but there's been a lot of growth, and I feel like I'm stronger because of it. And I'm looking forward to what we're going to be doing in 2024. This year we also did I put out into the world 2 new courses. I started the Advanced Online Techniques course, which took the first day. So I used to teach a 4-day advanced course. The first day of that advanced course was really learning new techniques and reviewing all the postpartum techniques. I took all that information and I put it into this online advanced techniques program or course. And that is available online for anybody. You need to have completed the holistic treatment of the postpartum body course in order to take the advanced online techniques course. And then the rest of the material that I taught in that live 4-day long course is now being taught in a birth healing intensive program, which is being spread out into 9 months. And the reason I did this was because in talking with a lot of the students from those original 4-day classes, I realized that they weren't able to fully integrate the material into their practices in the way that I really hoped that they could. And I feel like you need more support to be able to do this work well. And the biggest piece of the puzzle is actually doing your own work. And trying to squeeze that into 3 days really is not ideal at all. And so spreading it out and giving you the opportunity to work one-on-one with myself and another birth healing practitioner, who will be provided for you in the program, is a more ideal way for you to really be able to integrate it and to put it into practice. So that is going to be starting in February next year. And I am thrilled. We already have 5 people registered for the program, and I would love to have several more join in. And if you are interested in learning more about it, please check out the website. There's a whole page on the Birth Healing Intensive. You can fill out an application. There is no you're not joining anything. You're just expressing interest. It's an opportunity for us to get on a call together to make sure that this program is the right fit for you. and I want to talk with you one-on-one. And so if you just, the first step, fill out that application, answer the questions. They're not trying to weed you out in any way. It's just to get an understanding of where your baseline is. And then we can talk further to see whether there is a greater need for you to join the program or not. And I will be hosting another live call, Q&A call on January 9th. If you're interested in joining that, please sign up for that. It's also on the page on the website. So check that out and please join the call and I can answer any of your questions there too. Super excited for the Birth Healing Intensive. If you can tell, I've got still a little frog in my throat. I had COVID last week and lost my voice completely. It was a whisper. So I'm so I'm glad to have something, but it's still a little squeaky here and there. Um, so that is my reflection of 2023. And I've shared a little bit about what I'm planning in 2024 with the summit being pregnancy and labor focused, the Birth Healing Intensive starting in February 1st. I also plan on, after the summit, putting some attention on the certification program and making the requirements set for that because of the new courses that I've developed. Oh, I forgot to tell you about the other new course that I put out this past year, and that is Treating the Postpartum Pelvis. That one I'm super excited about because it is a shorter course, and my intent is just to get it out into every therapist's hands because it's such valuable information. And you learn techniques in that course that are specifically just for the pelvis and how to make effective change. And really, it is for any client that has back pain or sacroiliac joint dysfunction. You'll learn techniques to help those issues. And it's been super fun. We had our first cohort this year. We had over 150 students join in for the cohort in the fall. And I loved getting the testimonials from people who completed the course and how much they were able to help their clients that they had been seeing for a long time, not getting them any better. And then boom, learning these techniques, applying them and getting them out of pain immediately. And that just makes me so happy to hear that this work is transforming your clinical results. And I just need your help in getting the word out to more people that this work is effective. This work is evidence informed. It's not evidence based because the information is not in the research yet. And that's the other exciting news that I am working on and putting into process is it's my intention to apply to speak at CSM 2025 because I want to get some data put together. I've already started this. I've had a couple of students who are gathering information for me, and we're doing some pre-treatment measurements and some post-treatment measurements, and we're really wanting to show that there are significant enough changes in the bony alignment and to be able to present that as CSM the following year. So that is, I'm putting that into motion. So keep your fingers crossed with me that I'll be able to present at CSM in 2025. I know the application is going to be due in March of this coming year, 2024. So I'm planning way ahead here. And I just want everybody to understand that this is a thing and that we are getting amazing results with our clients when we use these techniques, and there are physical changes to the bones. And that is what, fingers crossed, we're going to be able to present. So let's see what else. My other big goal for next year is to really get more students to our live courses. I'm gonna be at 13 different locations, or there's 13 different courses that I'm teaching next year. And I would love your help in getting the word out to other practitioners, letting them know if you've taken a course, please let them know the value of these courses and how much they can gain from coming and attending the live courses. I would just so appreciate your help and support in spreading the word. I really want to get more students taking the courses. Another focus that I want to focus in on next year is starting a teacher track. and getting a couple of teachers on board to be able to help spread this work far and wide and offer more live courses as well. So that's also on my agenda for next year. And we need more students to make that happen. And I would really appreciate any help that you can give in getting the word out about the courses. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So that is my focus next year, the Birth Healing Intensive, the certification process, getting a teacher training going, increasing our number of students, and working on developing the research to present at CSM in 2025. So those are my intentions. That's the agenda for 2024 for me. I hope you all are having a wonderful holiday season. I hope that you give yourself time to be quiet and still within yourself to find what your passion, what your intentions for 2024 should be. I like to have them be soul led so that it's not just coming from my mind. And I do plan on spending some time being quiet this week and really getting in tune with if there's anything else that wants to come forth through me in 2024. Because I do believe we are the co-creators of our life, that we work together with spirit to create the life that we desire, and we have the ability to change it. If your life is not working for you, then I encourage you to work on yourself and get the support and the help that you need to create the life that you do want. And it's so important, so, so important. We have that power. We are creative beings. And I encourage you to go inside, get quiet, connect in with your soul, and see what your soul is wanting to manifest for you in 2024. Okay. Thanks so much for listening in, everybody, today. I so appreciate your love and support. And Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And here is to an amazing 2024. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.
Today's podcast was brought to you by the Institute for Birth Healing. To discover more, visit instituteforbirthhealing.com. To claim $50 off of any online course, use coupon code PODCAST50 at checkout. Till next time, I'm Lynn Schulte, founder of the Institute for Birth Healing.